All right, so here's part 2 of our maple syrup mini series. Each day we go out into the woods and check our buckets. Even if there's a little bit of sap, we collect it. Some days there's very little, some days the buckets are full. It really depends on the temperature. And you can have a good idea of how much sap there's going to be just based on the temperature. When it's at ideal, above 40 degrees during the day, below freezing at night, you know that you have a better chance of there being a lot of sap. If it's been cold during the day and overnight, there may not be a lot of sap in the bucket. All right, so what we do is we use this bucket lid remover, and we pry off the lid here. We don't fasten it all down because that just is unnecessary and it slows us down. And then what I do is take the bucket off completely. My wife just tips it. I take it off completely, and then I pour it into the bucket. And I should show you, if you come over here, I'll show you that what the sap should look like. Now the sap will be clear, pretty much like water. You may see some bark may get in there, or a leaf just while you're collecting it. Don't be discouraged because you'll strain it later in the next step. All right, now when you're collecting sap, we like to collect it every day because sap can spoil. You should consider sap and treat it like milk. So you don't want to leave it sitting too long in warm temperatures because it will spoil. And spoiled sap looks it looks a little yellowish, and it has a unpleasant odor, so you'll notice that. Now this is how we collect sap. Other people do it differently. Some people set up connect all their trees to a series of tubing into a central collection container. Some people hook up their tubing to vacuums to suck even more sap out, when you can multiply your sap production by 3 or 4 times that way. But we walk around the woods to each tree, and this is just how we do it, so that's what I'm showing you here. All right, I forgot to mention, to put the bucket back on, I don't seal all around it because that just slows down collection for the next day. I just tap down a couple of 2 of the sides, and then it makes popping it open the next day really easy. The other thing that I think is important is during the whole process, the only time the sap touches anything besides stainless steel or glass is this process, when it touches the plastic in the buckets. So I think it's important to use food grade or food safe buckets, either both the collection buckets and the buckets that you hang on the tree. So that's it. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.